1 second. So starting the broadcast on YouTube, and we'll get right into our first readings. Here we go. Aloha, shifters, light guardians, dreamers. Welcome back for some more inspirational team tarot readings. I'm your host, Mystic Spider-Man. Thank you guys so much for being here, for joining in, for another opportunity for us to be able to gather as a community and for us to be able to see what messages the universe has for us today. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to share some inspiration. We're going to work with some tarot decks and some oracle decks. We're going to be hanging out here for the next little bit. We're going to be building community. We're going to be hanging out with some other amazing people. So thank you guys so much for being here. And for those of you on TikTok, feel free to leave some comments. Actually, do me a favor. For those of you on Instagram and TikTok, just drop an 1111 in the chat to make sure that you guys can hear me okay. Sometimes the microphone doesn't work. So for those of you on TikTok, if you guys can leave an 1111 in the chat. And thank you for the likes. Like, seriously, the likes on the TikTok are huge because then it invites more people to tune in. So whoever's smashing Gills, thank you, Gills. Thank you for dropping the smash on the like button. Mystic Tarot, thank you for joining in as well on Instagram. And we'll get right into our first reading. Again, for those of you who are tuned in on TikTok or Instagram, you guys are welcome to hang out here, but do know that you can click the link in my profile to be able to tune in on YouTube. And again, I'm live here Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. EDT. So thank you guys so much for joining in. We're going to start things off with the Lightworker Oracle deck. We're going to do the Lightworker Oracle. Actually, you know what? No. Let's do the Hero's Journey deck. Start off with the Hero's Journey deck. And so just as a quick introduction, first of all, for those of you on TikTok, if it's your first time, hey, Jenna, thanks for tuning in. If it's your first time tuning in for a broadcast, do me a favor, drop a 333 in the chat and let me know. So if it's your first time tuning in, just type 333 in the chat, and that just helps me get more familiar with more of the amazing people tuned in right now. So I'll just do a quick introduction. Every reading that we do here is a reading for the collective. So basically the magic and the mystery and the synchronicity of how it works is essentially if you're tuned in right now, then there's a message here for you. So the way how this works, we're going to get right into our first reading. We're going to do a little bit of a meditation. I'll invite you guys to be able to join in. And we'll basically set the intention, show us what we need to see. So we got a bit of a routine here, but man, the way how we do this, it's really cool. It's really cool, and there's lots of really cool inspiration that comes through. So let's get right into this first reading. From there, again, the readings, we keep them going throughout the broadcast. If you guys want to get an on-air reading for yourself and for the collective, follow the instructions up top for those of you on TikTok and Instagram. Again, you can join on PayPal. You can also join my Patreon. That's a monthly membership. So if you're looking to connect with a community of conscious creators, definitely check out my Patreon either today, maybe tomorrow, and I'll tell you more about that as we go. So if anybody wants to contribute on PayPal or Patreon, even like as we're doing this first reading, we'll keep an eye open for that, but we'll keep things rolling here. And thank you again to those of you on Twitch and YouTube and Instagram. And a reminder for those of you on Instagram, if you guys want to jump over to YouTube, just jump over to the link in my profile and click that there. So if you guys are ready for this first reading, drop a 777 in the chat. And hey, Eloise, thank you so much for joining in. Lonely Traveler, thank you for joining in. And also Twinkle, thank you as well. And again, for those of you on TikTok and on Instagram as well, especially for those of you who are new. So Jills, thank you for the like. Seriously, no one comes on here and smashes the like button. So like when you guys do that, it makes a huge difference for those of you on TikTok. So keep doing that because it's not just helping me, it's helping like more people tuning in and everything like that. So, all right, let's get things rolling here. So for those of you who are tuned in, feel free to join us in this swift little meditation. What we're going to do, we're just going to connect in with our heart space. We are going to set the intention, show us what we need to see, and then I'll split the deck and then we'll get right into our first reading. So again, nobody here, you guys don't have to ask for readings. Every reading we do is for the collective. If you would like to be able to get a specific on-air reading, click the link in my profile, contribute on PayPal, or definitely check out the Patreon. I'll talk more about the Patreon later because it is pretty hype. And we do got some exclusive events coming up for the Patreon that I'll just mention real quick. This Saturday, we have our Dream Discussion Circle, and tonight we have a Conscious Media Creator Dojo session. So again, I'll tell you more about it later, but feel free to click the link in my profile and you can check it out while we're doing this. Okay. First reading, here we go. So for everybody here, feel free to join us in this quick little meditation. So for all of you tuned in right now, feel free to gently close your eyes. And when you're ready, just gently allow yourself to begin connecting to your breath. Soft, gentle inhales and soft, gentle exhales. Maybe this is the first mindful breath you've taken today, so just give yourself this extra moment to just arrive into this space. Give yourself this gift. And so as you continue to just allow the rhythm of your breath to naturally flow, bringing your awareness to your heart. And as you do, just taking an opportunity to be able to reflect on gratitude. Gratitude for yourself, for this space, for this community, and for the messages we are here to receive. And with this gratitude in our heart, we'll set the intention, show us what we need to see. So for everybody here, you guys meditating with us, it does make a difference, believe me. Show us what we need to see. Everybody here just synchronizing. And so show us what we need to see for the collective, for the individual, for the team. So for everybody here, go ahead and speak that intention with your heart, speak with your mind, speak with your words, speak with your soul. Now imagine this like a beam of light shooting up from where you are, up into the heavens, and anchoring down the wisdom of the stars. And for everybody here, when you guys are ready, gently open your eyes, keep that intention in your heart, and type your wizard noises into the chat. And if you don't know what wizard noises are, stand by because you're about to find out. So activating wizard noises. Here we go. I'm going to charge the deck. And we're going to split the deck in 2 seconds. So I'm just going to do some flow tree. Here we go. Like those are wizard noises essentially. So, all right, here we go. With each and every single breath and each and every single day, we are constantly finding new ways to play. And I'm so grateful that you are here for us to be able to sing and for us to be able to say that it is the magic in our heart that will change this world through the power of our art. And so as we turn our wisdom towards the cards, let us continue to activate the truth of our inner stars. And with the split of the deck, we shall see what magic the cards have for you and for me. All right. Oh, well, this is a good one. I like this one. This is a good one to be able to start off with. So for those of you again tuned in on all platforms, thank you guys so much for being here. If you're here, this card is for you. The first card that we have pulled for today is card number 22. For this you were born. Card number 22. For this you were born. Foster your intention for incarnating in this dimension. So again, I'm going to show it to both cameras. We're live on YouTube and TikTok. So for those of you on TikTok, if you see me kind of like going like this, it's the YouTube camera that we're looking at. But again, for those of you on TikTok and Instagram, I recommend clicking the link in my profile to tune in on YouTube, and that way you can at least get the better audio, the better camera, and again, you can say hello to the other amazing people in our community. So we're gonna get right into this first reading. And again, as we do this, for those of you who are here, this is more than just tarot. This is a community of conscious creators that we've created here. So if you're looking to be able to connect with a community of conscious creators, welcome, stick around. We got lots more awesome stuff coming your way. So we're going to explain the visual image of the card here, and then from there we are going to read from the book, and then from there what I'll do is I'll do some like additional like channeled messages. Like this is like the regular routine, so I'll just kind of like channel in some messages from my heart to be able to just kind of like tap in and be like, what does the universe want you to hear in this moment? And again, we've been doing these broadcasts for like years now, so if it's your first time, like welcome. It's pretty cool. And again, I'm live here Monday to Friday 11 a.m. EDT, so feel free to make this a routine. Jump in now and then and see what magic the universe has to you. For those of you on TikTok, thanks for hitting that like button. It really does make a difference, not just for me, but for the fact that like people tune in and they're going to see a message that's going to meant for them. All right, let's get right into this. We'll keep an eye open for any contributions on PayPal and Patreon as we get ready. So again, after this reading, if you guys want to be able to get a reading on air for yourself in the collective, go ahead and contribute on PayPal or Patreon, but no worries, just pay attention to the reading for now. So visually explain the card here. Beautiful, beautiful image, again, of this very like feminine form dancing in the starscape, and yeah, kind of got like a dress like made up of the cosmos. I'm just explaining the literal image right now, and you can see these beautiful, kind of like a mix between like the water element and the star element, the sky element. Does sky count as an element? It does now, it does today. And I love her orange jacket too, man. Does anybody have a jacket like that? Tell me somebody owns a jacket that looks like that. That's a dope looking jacket, man. So again, for those of you on TikTok and Instagram, I apologize for like moving the card around, but again, that's because we're on 2 cameras. So, and look at this like weird kind of like light source kind of coming from behind them. And you can actually see there's almost like a silver cord kind of linked between them. So again, this is almost like the depiction of the soul, so to speak, or the higher self. When you guys see this card, what does it make you feel? When you guys see this card, what does it make you feel? Take a moment just to look at it. So, all right, let's dive into this. Drinking my honey tea. Thank you guys so much for being here. Lots of awesome stuff happening in our community. Quick plug my recent post on TikTok is actually a giveaway for shift buttons. If you guys don't know what shift buttons are, check out my recent post and you can take part in the giveaway. All right, let's focus in on this card here. For everybody here, what we're going to do, we're going to read from the book, and then I'm going to kind of like channel some additional inspiration. We're going to chat about it as a team. And again, if you're here, this message is for you. So thank you for tuning in. So I'm going to use my wizard voice and just allow you to just kind of like connect with the message of this card. So you can like meditate, and if anything I say resonates, drop an 1111 in the chat. Here we go. Card number 22. For this you were born. Foster your intention for incarnating in this dimension. This is a quote by Joseph Campbell. We must be willing to get rid of the life we've planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us. As just like a wave of 1111s comes in right now, right from that, right? Shout out to Joseph Campbell, straight up. Okay. Message. You are alive with infinite possibilities. Every cell in your body sings, shouts at full throttle yes to life. Before you were born, you had a reason, a strong desire for wanting to experience the human realm. You joyously raised your hand and stood on your tippy toes to volunteer to partake. Your soul smiled widely as you traveled from the angelic realm, where all is love, whole and perfect, into the realm of humanity. Through the challenges that come your way, remember all you need to do is ask, and you will be instantly refueled by love and support from your soul family. They are always at the ready. Your job is to remember to remember. Remember to remember. No, straight up, that's what it is. Your job is to remember to remember. As you awaken each morning, revisit your passionate intention for this lifetime. Remind yourself, for this I was born. Gather your energy, creativity, talent, and will, so no part is left behind as you cross a new threshold of adventure. Hey Formo, thanks for tuning in on Twitch. Dream symbol, baby. Every card in this deck particularly has a dream symbol. So the dream symbol for this one is baby. That's very relevant coming from a father to be soon. Man, as I just get hyped up about talking about wanting to be a dad. So anyways, all right. Dreams of a baby symbolize a new beginning. This dream may be helping you remember your true nature, innocent, authentic, and precious, and the indescribable beauty that reflects your divine origin. Perhaps you are embarking upon a new relationship or endeavor. If so, approach this situation with fresh eyes and wide open heart. Your spiritual umbilical cord connects you with your higher self as it cradles and feeds you to the guidance you need as you take each baby step along your sacred journey. Mantra. Every card in this deck has a mantra. Vulnerability is one of your greatest strengths. Very beautiful. All right, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to channel in some additional inspiration, and we're going to talk about this card, and I'm just going to deliver some potent messages for you guys. If anything I had said so far resonates with you guys, again, drop that 1111 in the chat. I'm going to keep things rolling here. Again, we'll move into another reading after this, but again, if you guys would like to be able to add your support, feel free to contribute through PayPal or join the Patreon. I'll talk more about the Patreon in a bit, but with this card here, this is a very, very beautiful message. So let's just focus in on this. Again, amazing message to receive first thing in the morning. So with this message, this is a card that I think speaks to a lot of people who are tuned in right now, especially those of us who resonate as like light workers and light guardians and shifters, because a big part of our personal journey is not just this like feeling of wanting to be able to help change the world, but also like this feeling of remembering like why do we want to help change the world. So the concept of like being able to remember like what is your why is so very important. And a big part of this in terms of being able to understand your why is also to be able to understand who you are, like not just like who you are like in this incarnation, like who you are on a bigger cosmic scale. And who you are is who I am, is who we are. Like, we're literally consciousness. And, you know, for a lot of people, they could sit here and they could listen to me talk and then just be like, yeah, no, I've heard that before. I've heard that before. I get it. I got it. And so with this card, you know, it's a powerful reminder, but I think what's important about this card is also being able to focus on the idea that there are people each and every single day who are just waking up to this realization, that they are remembering what they forgot to remember. They are remembering to remember. They are remembering that they are more than this physical body, that they are literally a multidimensional being, that they have incarnated from another space, and that they came here with a purpose and with a mission. And that mission and that purpose is going to be something that I don't think it's just going to be one thing. I think it's actually going to be, you know, like the question of like, what is your purpose is not necessarily an answer that is given, but rather it is a question that is lived, if that makes sense. If that resonates with you, drop an 1111 in the chat. I think, you know, the purpose is, again, to be able to help assist with the shift in consciousness. And this happens through a variety of means. This happens through personal transformation. This happens through being able to bring our magic into this world. And so with this card, and I love the quote from Joseph Campbell, we must be willing to get rid of the life we've planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us. So with this card really dives deep into the concepts of dharma and karma and everything. Because when you think about it, like, you know, each of us, we come here with, and this is, again, just my interpretation of it, there's literally like this like contract or this script or this like non-linear possible reality that kind of exists before us, and this isn't even just for us. It's actually like something that we've agreed to be able to take part in, where it's like before you incarnate on Earth, it's like there's like, I just always imagine it's like some sort of higher dimensional office space, which is like a sitcom in itself, which I've actually like done like TikTok videos about. But basically, you know, like within this, you kind of like sign up and you're just be like, hey, like, thanks for signing up to volunteer to be on Earth. Like, please fill out this form and check off the following things that you want to be able to help accomplish. And then it's like, oh, okay, like here's like, you know, like some of the talents that you're going to bring into this world. And then there's like some of the shadow work that you're going to do. Like, here's like some of the heavier stuff. Like, here's some of the traumas that you're going to transmute. And you like check off these boxes. You're maybe like, okay, I'm going to do that one. I'm going to do that one. I'm going to do that one. No, not this one. I'm going to do that one though. And with this, you know, this is literally, again, kind of like creating this path for our soul. But in the process of doing this, you know, like who we are literally like energy transmuters, alchemists. We are literally born to be able to not only embody an energy, but to embody the ability to be able to transform energy. And so with this card, this is a very, very powerful card that really speaks to a lot of people who are tuned in right now. Again, you know, the community that we've been creating here, the community that I help facilitate, and that, you know, I'm constantly inviting you guys to, because again, if you resonate with this, like the community that we've created is a community of people who are consciously awakening and actively helping assist with the shift in consciousness. That's why we call ourselves shifters or light guardians. And so with this, you know, this is a very, very powerful point in our story where we're beginning to really dive deeper into our personal process of remembering. And a big part of that remembering process is actually through the interaction of others. It's like through the connection of community. It's through the shared reflection of our sacred mirrors, where we really begin to see like, oh, like you're remembering, I'm remembering, let's remember together and let's grow together. Because there's kind of stages. It's like, okay, you've remembered to remember. You've remembered you're a multidimensional being who came here from a higher dimensional realm to be able to like live out a purpose to help shift consciousness. Great, you figured that out. Now what? And I think that is like the important thing to be able to reflect on, because within that, you know, there's responsibility, there's opportunity. And with this, you know, it really invites us to be able to align ourselves with something bigger than ourselves. This is the story of the hero's journey, you know, to really be able to align ourselves with that archetype of understanding that what we thought might have been our life may not actually be the life that is meant for us. And this is something that, you know, in the midst of it, it's hard to actually see it. You know, oftentimes people will go through journeys where, and some of you have already moved through this stage in your journey, where you'll go through those dark nights of the souls, and you'll have something that you thought was something that you thought it was going to be like the rest of your life, and then it's no longer there. something changes, something shifts, something falls apart, but then in the process something new is created. And then in the process, again, you gain this strength, you gain this vulnerability, but this vulnerability opens you up into a deeper place of empathy, a deeper place of potential, a deeper place of being able to really start to see the world in a different way, where you realize that your transformation becomes a gift that you can share. What you've gone through becomes something that you can bring into your art, bring into your language, bring into your communication, bring into your compassion. And suddenly you find yourself aligning more with your dharma, your golden path, the path of the golden elf, the golden self, I like to think of it. And yet, even within this, the big thing that's important within this card, and I'll just speak on this and we'll get close to wrapping this card up. And again, if anything I say, if this is just like hyping you guys up, drop some 1111s, because we came here to do work. But the work is the play. The work is the magic. The work is transformation. The work is having an open heart and an open mind to be able to see things from those higher perspectives. Your power is in knowing your power. Your power is in your ability to be able to change the way you look at anything and to be able to find the empowering perspective on it. Like, that is the ability, to be able to like see a quote unquote negative situation and to be able to transform it into something that will bring about a positive outcome. This can be done with anything, literally anything. And once you begin to realize that, that's a huge part of your power. So again, with this card, a big part of this card though, that I'll just emphasize here, is that it's about the choice. The choice is what directs this. The choice is your free will. The choice is your ability to be able to say, yes, I carry this responsibility, I hold this responsibility, or you know what, I'm going to use my free will and I'm just going to kind of do whatever else I feel called to do. And that's okay. Like, there's no like right or wrong answer. Each choice you do will lead to some sort of purpose. And you may find yourself being like, no, you know what? Like, I don't really want to kind of like carry that weight. It can feel pretty overwhelming at times. There's an archetype that oftentimes has actually been a part of my journey. This idea of like the reluctant prince or princess. The one that's kind of like, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. There's a lot that I want to do, but it feels freaking heavy and it crushes me sometimes. But the solution to that is to know that you're not alone, is community, is to carry it together. And it's like, Mr. Frodo, I can't carry the ring for you, but I can carry you. Oh, Sam, I love you, Sam. You're my best friend. As I just start ad-libbing the entire Lord of the Rings third book there. But nonetheless, that's an archetype in itself, right? You carry a heavy burden, but it's not yours to carry alone. You carry an incredible responsibility to be able to shift the entire collective consciousness of the planet, but it's not one that you carry alone. You were born for this, and you were born to do this with others. You were born to do this as a part of the team. So if this is something where, for a lot of you who are resonating, like I said, these aren't just tarot broadcasts. I create these broadcasts as signals that are being sent out into the matrix, and then synchronistically people come into them, such as yourself, and they tune into it. And then with that, I'm also like, and hey, if you want to get involved further, if this is something you resonate with, we've already got an awesome team. Check it out. Tune in. We've got more stuff happening beyond this moment. And with this, people get involved in it, and they allow themselves to really be able to align themselves with a community that knows collectively that we were born for this. And the process of being born with it is, again, to be able to really be able to be in the space of a community, in a collective, and to know that your inspiration will inspire others along the way. So just getting close to wrapping it up here. Again, I feel like I could do an entire podcast on this. I basically just did, I guess. Free podcast for you guys as you tune in. So this is an opportunity that really invites us to be able to celebrate the process of rebirth. And for those of us who may be at a point where they're just like, you know what, like the matrix is crumbling. What better time than to start reevaluating why I'm here and what I really want to be able to align myself. Which course do I want to be able to put myself on that is going to move me towards something that is exciting and transformational and serving and purposeful towards my heart. So like the baby being born again, the dream symbol for this one was baby. This is a chance to be able to see the world through fresh eyes and to remember that you are not just this physical body. You are not just the name on your identification card. You are not just the labels that society has put on you. You are an incredibly ancient, beautiful, diverse, multifaceted, transforming alchemical wizard from another dimension that has come here to play human. We all are. Like, we literally all are. And so with this, like, how freaking cool is it to be able to find the other wizards and to be able to say, yo, let's do this together. Let's change this world through the power of our art and through the power of our dance and our magic and our voice and our space holding and more of these abilities that we're just tapping into, right? So you were born for this, and everything that you have is already within inside of you. So surround yourself with others that will help bring it to the surface. And then together, that's when a lot of the fun continues to happen. So very, very powerful card. For this, you were born. Foster your intention for incarnating in this dimension. Remember why you came here. To experience the highs, the lows, and the transformation in between it all, and the ability for you to be able to reclaim your power as the wizard alchemist that you have always been. Always been. Remember. As I just like, I feel like I should just do an entire broadcast where I just like sit here and I just like look at the camera and I'm just like, remember. Remember. Members, like a body, like a thing that's like separate. Remember. Bring things together. It's like the hemispheres of the brain. Remember. You have exploded into fractions and fractals. Remember. Come back together, and with this, aha, oh yes, I remember now. I remember, yo, what's up, Neil? I remember who I am. I remember where I came from. And it's not even to say that you literally need to remember all the details. It's not like you need to be like, I remember, like I was like the freaking like mayor of like some town in the Andromeda galaxy or something like that. Like the details of that aren't necessarily like what's the significance. It's more so just like the bigger mission of being able to know that, yes, you've come here from somewhere else. No, you don't necessarily need to know all the details, but with this, yes, there's a feeling deep within your heart that directs you towards a collective calling of wanting to be able to help make heaven on earth, to anchor in 5D consciousness into the 3D realm. Like literally, that's what we're here to do in some form or another. Explain that how you will. So we're here to be beacons of vibrational harmony and to hold that harmony. And with that, more of those around the world, it changes the world. It's already happening. It's already happening, like every single day. So that's the thing, right? Like with this card, a lot of us are just like, oh man, like I remembered a long time ago, right? A lot of people are just remembering. And it could be through a TikTok video. It could be through tuning into a broadcast like this. It could be through hearing someone such as myself or with you talk about this reality with such conviction. We are no longer just these physical beings. We are literally in the age of spiritual awakening. See, this is the last thing I'll say. The evolution of consciousness is the next stage of evolution. You look at it, you know, it's like all this like evolution. It's like like industrial age, like technology age. We're still moving into all sorts of crazy stuff and everything. But it's like, have the humans stopped evolving? It's like, no, not necessarily. It's like, and it's not even like we're evolving, but like we're reactivating. And the next stage of our evolution is consciousness. It's to literally become Homo luminous. So there's Homo sapien, and what we're evolving into is Homo luminous, like proto-human. You know, it's like the next version of human being that is much more in tune with their multidimensional identity, with their multidimensional awareness. And with that, again, being able to really align with their mission. For those of you on TikTok, can you guys do me a favor? Can you guys smash that like button? Apparently we're at the weekly top 87. I've never even been in the weekly top in TikTok. I don't even know what that means. I think it means that like people get to tune in more. For those of you on YouTube, can you guys do me a favor? Can you guys like jump over to TikTok and smash the like button? Can we just get like a small army on YouTube to jump over to my TikTok and smash the like button there? Because honestly, if you do, like, I'm curious to see if that number goes up. 87 is my number, man. Like the fact that it's there. Somebody came in right off the bat and dropped like 1,000 likes, and I think that helped. So whenever you guys see me on YouTube, if you guys can do me a favor and jump over to TikTok and smash a like button, and I'm not saying this for me, because I think that actually helps with more people being able to tune in. Thank you to those of you smashing the like button. So wrapping up this card, super, super beautiful card. You were born for this. Remember to remember. There is a very, very, very important part of yourself that you're connecting to. And this important part of yourself is the real world superhero that you are. So as the Mystic Spider-Man that I am, I invite you to be able to celebrate the mystic superhero that you are as well. And that's literally what we're doing. Like, in case it wasn't obvious, like, hey, what's up? I'm Mystic Spider-Man. We're literally building a team of real world spiritual superheroes. In case that wasn't obvious already. And for those of you who are already in your community, you guys know we hype this up on the regular. So again, for those of you who are here, if this resonates with you, drop an 1111 in the chat. And also, feel free to write out a little affirmation about how this card resonates with you. Pinox, thank you for dropping those likes. We'll see if it changes the number there, I guess. We'll see. Thank you, Pinox. Pinox is one of our leading members, our Patreon supporters. Go follow Pinox Rising on TikTok for more tarot reading as well. Okay. Write in a little affirmation. We're going to get right into our next reading after this. So a little affirmation on how this card resonates for you. A little I am or we are affirmation. Let's take a moment here, just connect into our heart. And I'll just share, and you guys can either type it out or just reflect on it. So I am continuing to celebrate my process of remembering why I incarnated here in this dimension, to be able to embody my awareness as a fifth dimensional being into this 3D reality, to be able to create heaven on earth, to be able to share my gifts that will transform this world through the courage of compassion and creativity. So there's my little spiel there. So, I am confident, I am deserving, I am loved. Thank you for the beautiful wisdom. I am remembering who I am. Carol, thank you as well for your comments there. I am pagan. Thank you as well. Appreciate you guys joining in. Let's get right into another reading. For those of you, Eris, thank you for joining in on YouTube as well. Beacon of vibrational harmony, in tune with your multidimensionality. Cool. Oh, and Eris is jumping over to TikTok too. Thanks guys. Okay, so the number hasn't gone up yet, so I'm not exactly sure how the I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. Any other affirmations in the chat, feel free to leave those there. All right, team. So with that said, we got a good crowd as it is right now. So I'm really I'm willing to be able to jump right into it in the next reading, and we'll use the Lightworker Oracle deck for that. If anybody right now would like to be able to contribute on PayPal or Patreon, you do have time to be able to do that. We'll just create like 2 minutes. So if anybody would like to be able to contribute on PayPal, and with that, you'll get to facilitate the next reading. So basically, we'll still do a group meditation, but you'll be doing the meditation with us, and you'll type now into the chat at a certain point, and then I split the deck. So it's like the synchronicity of you listening to your intuition and me pulling the card, where the card will come through with specifically for you, but again, still for anybody who's tuned in right now. So we'll get right into our next reading. And again, just as a real quick plug, for those of you who may be new here, if you haven't already yet, again, we also have our Patreon membership. The Patreon membership, it's $11 a month. Check it out if you want to be able to connect further with our team of conscious creators. Think of it as like an investment for yourself. There's lots of perks that we have within the membership. Again, that's through my Patreon. And with that, you can also join in for some upcoming membership events. This Saturday, we have our Dream Discussion Circle, which me and Lacey are hosting as well. Hey, Rebecca, what's up? We also have a Conscious Media Creator Dojo this coming tonight at 8 p.m. EDT. And the Dream Discussion Circle this Saturday, like, I'm pumped for it. Like, the last one we did, the recording is online for the members. So even if you guys join the Patreon, you can check that out. And man, Lacey had some crazy dreams like a few days ago. Like, she'll tell you guys about them in the Dream Discussion Circle coming up. So again, for those of you interested in signing up for the Patreon, we're currently at our goal. Our next goal is 122. We're currently at 117 on Patreon, working towards 122. And I'll plug real quick, when you guys sign up for the Patreon, you also get discounts for shift buttons. You guys have probably seen these. I do have a post right now for a shift button giveaway. For anybody who tuned in right now, do me a favor, go on that post, tag some friends in like individual comments, go because I want more people to find out about shift buttons, and we're going to be doing those giveaways every week. When you join the Patreon, you guys get discounts for the shift buttons, and the best deal on the Patreon is the $33 level. And with that, you can also get a beautiful Light Guardian crystal as an additional bonus when you sign up. That's optional. This one's one of the Lumerian ones. This one's more of the high tier ones. And you can also get monthly one-on-one sessions with me, and that can be one-on-one tarot or one-on-one conscious media coaching. So again, Our Patreon is where you connect further with our community of conscious media creators. And like I said, we also do have our Discord, and you guys can connect to the Discord for more information, and that will direct you to everything else as well. The Discord's in my profile link, the Patreon's in my profile link, etc., etc., etc. If you guys have any questions, send me a direct message on Instagram. We're gonna get right into our next reading. We got like 1,000 people tuned in right now. Good morning and welcome again, everybody, for being here. And we'll do this one using the Lightworker Oracle deck. And again, I'd love to be able to get one new Patreon sign up today. So for anybody who's just tuned in, if you guys are just like really feeling like you're connecting with the vibe and the image that we're creating here through the community that we're building, feel free to check out the Patreon, and you can literally sign up as we're doing this. And I'll keep going at least until about 1. We'll get to a certain point where we'll put the readings, we'll keep doing readings as we have more people signing up. So, but I'll let you know if I'm like too tired and anything. So real quick, if anybody here is interested in signing up for the Patreon or contributing on PayPal, do me a favor, drop a 555 in the chat real quick. And that way, so I can just kind of like get an idea of who's tuned in and everything as well. And for those of you on TikTok, if you do want to sign up for the Patreon, let me know, and I can send you a friend request. And then if you have any questions, you can just let me know. Okay. Nonetheless, Pinoak's gonna sign up for the Patreon, are we? Pinoak's is already one of our Patreon members, so. Yeah, I'm still doing a lot of upgrades in the Discord as well. We're building our member database, rebuilding. I built a member database multiple times over the years I've been doing this project. All right, if you guys are ready for this next project, drop an 1111 in the chat. We're still at weekly top 87. I don't know if that changes or whatever. I don't know how this works. So, Kristen, you're the best. Appreciate you. All right. Hey, Rainbow Starseed, thank you so much for sending the likes here as well. And yeah, I'm just curious, like, who do we got all tuned in right now? Thank you, Rainbow Starseed. Super appreciate it. Oh, that's Eris. Okay, awesome. And all right, Kristen sending in a contribution on PayPal. Thank you, Kristen, so much. Kristen, do you want to? Kristen's always contributing on the PayPal. Man, I feel like Christian's like my spiritual. Like, I don't want to. What should I say? What's another term that I can? What's that term that you use for people who like, you know, make it rain and stuff? What's that term? Anyways, I'll let you guys figure that out. Kristen, thank you so much for your contribution on PayPal. Let's keep things rolling here, and we'll do another reading. Kristen, you let me know. Do you want to facilitate this reading? Do you want to be able to pass it on to somebody else? And otherwise, we'll figure it out. And if we want to do the Lightworker Oracle deck, or we can choose another deck. Again, for those of you who just tuned in, we got a few decks to be able to choose from. We have the, I'll show you in a second. I actually have to open up the Sacred Spirit deck. So when you sign up on the PayPal or Patreon, then you can choose which deck you want on air. The Lightworker Oracle deck, the Ananda Tarot deck, or the Hero's Journey deck. Cool, thanks, Jen. Thanks for trying to help me understand how this works. So, all right. How about your profile didn't show up in my list of people who are live, and I had to search for it. Really, Eris? Is that true? Can someone confirm that? Eris, since you were tuned in, I know you were commenting on the chat. Eris, do you want to facilitate this reading? Like straight up, just like you were. I appreciate your comments in the chat as well. Eris, if you want to be able to facilitate this reading for us, just let me know in the chat, and I'd be more than happy to be able to pass it on to you. Kristen gave us permission to be able to pass it on to somebody as well. So cool. For those of you on TikTok, feel free to join in on YouTube. We'll click the link in my profile to be able to join in on there. And yeah, I'd love to be able to see if we can get one new Patreon sign up today, or even one new upgrade on Patreon today. Thank you to our recent Patreon supporters, to Jordan, Darius, Craig, Ella, Cassius. Appreciate it. And yeah, we'll keep things rolling. Next week, we actually have our Flow Tree workshop for members, so that's going to be a fun one as well. All right. Eris, if you would like to be able to facilitate this reading, just go ahead and let me know. I'm not sure if you guys still need to be smashing the like button. I mean, it doesn't hurt to smash the like button. Just don't smash it too hard. Don't want you to break it. So, all right. Eris. Okay, so Eris, basically, the way how it works, like facilitate is just kind of like a general term. What we'll do a meditation. And if you saw the meditation before, we just drop into our heart space, focus on gratitude, and then we set the intention, show us what we need to see. I'll be instructing you through this, and then close to the end of the meditation, I'll basically instruct you to listen to your intuition, and then when you're ready, you type now in the chat. When you type now in the chat, when I see it, that's when I split the deck. So it's like your specific intuitive two Q will be the what pulls the card, essentially. So I'm just kind of like co-facilitating, and then your now splits the deck, and then from there I still do the reading and everything like that. So cool. Yo, odd Mac Jordan 96. Hey Jordan, thank you so much for joining in. Atlantean, Andromedan, Palladian, and Lumerian here. Right. What? Crazy party in the house. All right, team. So Eris, if you're down with that, just confirm in the chat, and you can choose which deck you would like. I would say I'm feeling the Lightworker Oracle deck, if that's cool with you. If you want to do the Lightworker Oracle deck, just let me know. And yeah, thank you again so much, everyone, for joining in. We're getting right into our next reading. So again, if you guys are here, this reading is for you. And thank you again to those of you tuning in, perhaps for the first time. Odd Mac Jordan, again, if this are you newish? If so, drop a 333 in the chat. And I was just gonna say, this is not just tarot. This is like a community of conscious creators. Especially like if you're also a tarot reader, like we help feature tarot readers and everyone in our community. So like if you're looking to like have your content broadcast to more people and just like connect with other readers and community facilitators and event holders, again, check out our membership, check out the Patreon membership, and yeah, it's really cool. Sweet. Odd Mac Jordan, I'll send you a quick friend request just because I can see you're also totally into rocking it. And yeah, if you're interested in connecting further with our community, stick around. And again, the Patreon membership's in my profile link. And again, I also teach members how to build their own Patrons, how to build their own communities, lots of cool stuff. So, okay. Yes, Eris, the YouTube is like the feed's behind compared to the TikTok. So, the white box with the big tarot written on. I really like the white box with the what? Which one? This one? This one. You want this tarot deck? That's what you're asking. Okay. Yes, Eris, are you on this one too? I think you're on both. Let's do the traditional tarot deck. Okay. So that's like traditional tarot. So it's the Ananda tarot deck. Ananda is just like the art style. All right, cool. Well, let's do that. So Eris is going to help facilitate. Again, for those of you tuned in right now, thank you guys so much for being here. We'll keep things going, and if there is a new Patreon and PayPal contribution then we will do that reading for the next person. Oh, and also if you guys order anything from the shop too, like if you guys order any buttons from the shop or anything like that, that can also like go towards the next reading. So like either order from the shop, purchase, sign up for the Patreon membership, which is $11 a month, totally worth it, or contribute on PayPal, whichever one. All right, Eris, let's get right into this next reading. For those of you tuned in, thank you guys so much. And Eris, I'll use your cue on TikTok, so don't worry about the YouTube right now. So just allow yourself to just kind of like take your time as we go through this. So Eris, you ready? For those of you tuned in, feel free to join us in this little meditation. Again, if you're here, this message is for you. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining in. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. So cool. All right. Awesome. All right, team, let's do this. So for everybody here, Eris, you ready? Just confirm that you're ready. Just want to be able to type that into the chat just to make sure. And we'll get right into this. Perfect. Okay, Eris, let's go. All right, so for everybody here, when you're ready, feel free to gently close your eyes. For everybody here, just allow yourself to connect with your breath. Soft, gentle inhales and soft, gentle exhales. And as you breathe here, maybe even gently adjusting your posture. Straighten your spine, open your chest, relax your face. And Eris, and for everybody here, allowing yourself to just bring awareness into your heart space. And just focusing in on gratitude. Gratitude for yourself, for this community, for the messages we are here to receive, for the sacred space. And for everybody here, collectively focusing our intention on the idea of show us what we need to see. Show us what we need to see. We being the individual, we being the collective, we being the team. And so Eris, and for everybody here, speaking this intention with your heart, speak with your mind, speak with your words, speak with your soul. Imagine this like beam of light shooting up into the sky, anchoring down the wisdom from the stars. Eris, continuing to take your time, continue to breathe here for a few more moments, listen to your intuition, and when you're ready, open your eyes and type now in the chat. For everybody else, you guys can open your eyes and type your wizard noises into the chat, and I'll charge up the deck, and here we go. The magic is here within each and every single breath, and I'm so grateful that you are with us to be a part of this quest, because within the cards, they are mirrors for us to see the truth of the magic that has always been. And so, with an open mind and love in our heart, may we continue to activate the wizards that we have been since the very start, for time is folding back in on itself, and we are here amongst each other, the kin and the elf. And so, be you Andromedan or Lyrian or Pleiadian of the stars, I am so grateful you are here for us to see the message of the cards. Good pull, Eris. Did you guys hear did you feel like the shockwave off that one? So, all right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. This is a really, really lovely card to be able to receive. The card that we have pulled for Eris and for everybody who's tuned in right now is the Cups 10. Cups 10. So I'll just show that there to everybody. And like I said, we'll just do our regular thing where I'm going to read from the book, and then we're going to channel some additional inspiration. And for everybody here, again, this message is for you. We'll keep things rolling, and we'll keep an eye open for any new contributions on PayPal or Patreon or item shop purchases. And yeah, thank you guys again so much for rocking it and for being open to these messages. These broadcasts are designed to support and inspire the light worker and the light guardian and the shifter within you. So let's just take a quick little explanation of the card. And again, then from there, we'll read from the book, and then I'll channel some additional inspiration. So just showing it to the TikTok first, and then YouTube, I'll show it to you in just 2 seconds. So beautiful, beautiful image here of a cup filled with wine. And you can see there's like 9 other cups kind of like around it in the Mandela type, well, not in a Mandela, but in the kind of like a half semicircle pattern. And you can see there's like a Mandela pattern kind of behind it. And this beautiful cup just with this horizon, whoa, there's like a light shining through. Ugh, where's that light coming from? But it's like reflecting. I can actually see like a light source in the card there. Anyways, but yes, beautiful card here, kind of like stretching out, and you can see there's like a river expanding off into the distance there as well. So I'll just show it up there for those of you on YouTube, for those of you on Instagram, and let's dive deeper here. So if you're here, this message is for you. Allow yourself to just kind of meditate, open your heart, and if anything I say resonates, drop an 1111 in the chat. Thank you again, everyone, and yeah, thanks for being a part of this this bigger story that we were on. So 10 of Cups, the image. A goblet filled with red wine stands against the background of one level, while in the far distance 9 more goblets hover. Meaning, the 10 of Cups promises deep fulfillment regarding all areas of life. Reminder, if anything I say resonates, drop an 1111 in the chat. The common denominator of the sequence of 10 is the experience of wholeness. To summarize, the quintessence of that which is lived lends the ability to stretch one's own boundaries and limitations beyond the spectrum of feeling. The experience of deep love leads man back to his spiritual roots. On a deeper level of existence, the connection to all living things can be experienced. In the state of all-encompassing love, the individual soul melts into cosmic consciousness. This one's really cool. Again, it's interesting. All the cards, the readings that we do, they always like link from one card to the next. So this one actually links to the first card we did. The 10 of Cups is not so much about personal love as it is about selfless love. Not for self, but for love. Every clinging, be it to ideas, persons, or things, would mean that the free flow of feelings can be interrupted and man would be made prisoner of his own wishes. The beloved only would be filling the purpose of awakening love within the other. The person who gives without the intention of receiving, without receiving something in return, enjoys the state of carefreeness. True happiness expresses itself in the desire to act for the highest good of all. Deep insights into the great connections of nature lend the individual the ability to personally create his life in harmony with the rhythms of nature. Here, fulfillment means experiencing one's being as a part of creation, nestled in the inseparable unity of the great whole and realizing himself in harmony with life's plan. Astrological significance: Venus, Jupiter, Neptune conjunction and opposition aspects. Keywords: feelings of wholeness, all-encompassing love, expression of life-affirming feelings, oneness, abundance, harmony of the natural law, fulfillment, ability, reaching life goals, agreement, power of completion, unhindered flow of feelings, self-realization. Traditional meaning: harmony with nature, human warmth, affection, positive life attitude, fulfillment of life purposes, happiness and harmony, deep unconditional love, security and saturation. Beautiful card. All right, let's dive deeper into this. Beautiful. Absolutely. Jordan, yes. Okay, so for those of you here, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of continue to just like channel in my heart magic to be able to just speak more on the significance of this card. This is a very, very beautiful card. And again, so the card that we had before this, for those of you who may have missed it, it was all about being able to like reconnect with our reason for incarnating on this earth. And this card really summarizes a big part of what that reason is. So again, whenever we're talking about the cups are often associated with like the emotions, the emotional intelligence, the feeling, the love that we share into the world and the relationship that we build with that love. The 10 of Cups is like any of the cards. It's the quintessence. It's the culminating point. It's this idea of really being able to kind of like reflect on, you know, like what does our love look like when we've kind of like developed this relationship where it's at its pinnacle. And so with this, you know, this is something to be able to give us like a bit of a roadmap to be able to work towards. This card is really drawing on the idea of, you know, like when we evolve our relationship with love and with the world around us, it brings us to this point where we begin to act from a deeper place of love. And so, you know, love is something that I think transforms as we transform. Our relationship with love transforms as we transform, depending on how we're given examples of love growing up. Like a lot of people were not given good examples of what love looked like, you know, especially if they came from relationships or family members where there might not necessarily have always been that harmony. And then therefore, you know, that becomes their interpretation of what love should look like. But over time, you know, regardless of the history in the world and the environment that you've grown up in, I think as you continue your spiritual path and your spiritual connection, it eventually inevitably leads you back to this deeper place of love. And this deeper place of what I refer to as, again, kind of like true love. True love is, again, being able to like really see yourself in your surroundings. It's kind of like this Buddha nature, you know, see yourself in others. Namaste, it's all that. However, one of the big things, and again, this is me speaking from experience, is that the idea with love, very simply put, and this was like something I really came to realize through past relationships, was this idea of, you know, wanting the best for another person, regardless of whether or not it even involves you. Like when you can legitimately get to that point where there's someone that you really care about, but you can feel that maybe their path is leading them on a different way. And yet, instead of like clinging on to this idea of like, oh, like, you know, like, but don't leave me, but don't leave me, but don't separate this, like that in itself, though unconsciously sometimes is actually, again, kind of like this, don't leave me because it's going to make me feel this way. Don't leave me because me. Don't leave me because XYZ, right? However, when you allow yourself to really drop into this deeper place of love, truly what you eventually move to is this idea that you honor the individual's path. You honor the individual's calling to be able to go to where they need to go. And in fact, you support that. In fact, you want that. In fact, you want them to be able to achieve their goals, to be able to live their life purpose, regardless of whether or not that even involves you. So this type of love is a liberating love. It's a freeing love. It's an uplifting love. It's a love that allows the bird to soar. You know, like sometimes we have love. A simple way I like to be able to think of it is, you know, like you have love as like, it's like a flower in your hand. And you can look at that flower and you can hold on to that flower. And if you really want that flower to stay there, it can become very easy to start to want to like hold it tighter. And you're like, I don't want this flower to go away. Like this flower is like too freaking beautiful. And if you squeeze it more and more and more and more and more, eventually you may crush that flower. Like it literally could happen. However, if you hold your palm open, you enjoy the flower while it's there, understanding that when the time comes, a wind will blow along. And then with that, you know, like it will literally like blow the flower where it's meant to be. And that's not a bad thing. And that's nothing against like you personally. That's like literally just like this process of nature where in happening, you know, that love becomes something that never belonged to you to begin with. It was merely something that you were in relation with. It was merely something that you were experiencing yourself through. And oftentimes, again, you know, the journey of love is the journey of being able to let go, is the journey of being able to move beyond certain moments where what we once recognized as familiar is no longer there. And yet in the process of doing that, you know, the most important love that you'll ever, the most important relationship is the relationship with yourself. And even in those moments where you feel like love has moved on and love has been lost, again, find that perspective where you can see it from an empowering place, and actually you begin to recognize that the ways that you're feeling and the hurt that you're feeling are actually parts of yourself where you can send more love. So for those of you who maybe you've gone through something quite emotional, or maybe there's been like a breakup in a relationship or something like that, and again, this is speaking from experience, pay attention to those feelings that you have, and then acknowledge that it's like, oh, those are places within myself that I can actually send more love to. And so again, you know, with this card really allows us to be able to carry with us this kind of like infinite grace where we can move through experiences and realities and circumstances and relationship where we, because of our ability to know that love isn't something that you can just hold on to, but rather hold up, rather like hold with, it allows you to be even more present with it. It allows you to be more appreciative of it. You know, if you're constantly just in the stage where it's just kind of like you're constantly worrying about the love leaving you, then it kind of takes you out of the present moment. With myself, and again, this is speaking from experience, I think what's great, and this isn't just for romantic relationships, it's really for any relationship where it kind of comes your way. This is very, very powerful. And I encourage you guys to move into this. And this isn't something that I just like figured out right away. Like I had to figure this out through heartbreak and everything too, right? So coming from a Cancerian, allow yourself to move into these relationships, be they romantic or otherwise, in a way where you're basically, you like see the other person, you're like, hey, I see you, I acknowledge you, I respect you. Let's dance this dance as long as we're meant to. And that's it. And when the music ends, you bow, maybe you kiss them on the cheek, you say thank you, I appreciate you, and you move on. Anything more than that, and again, you know, like it's something where it's not that it's wrong to like want the dance to go forever, but it's just not realistic. And I think again, you know, like it's so human for us to like want to fight the very nature of nature. We're just like, no, I don't want it to end. No, I don't want this. But again, it's like, why did we come here? We came here to be able to learn that nothing lasts, but nothing is lost. And so when we allow ourselves to be able to see this, you know, you move through love, and instead of constantly just being focused on like the idea that it might end, and then and then suddenly it's not there. Instead, allow yourself to just like absorb it so fully in each and every single moment, so that when it does end, you allow yourself to just be like, wow, it's still with me. It has become a part of me. It has filled me. It has integrated into my very being. I can still be sad. That doesn't mean you won't be sad. The fact that you're sad just means that you love in the first place. So don't get sad about being sad. I mean, you can feel however you want. But again, you know, allow yourself to go through these moments in life, be they with family, be they with lovers, be they with friendships, be they with animal, whatever they may be. Allow yourself to the best of your ability to embody this state of consciousness where it's like you acknowledge the transient nature of it before it even starts. And when you do that, you're also surrendering yourself to the grace of knowing that each and every single moment is so incredibly precious. And with that, you allow yourself more capably able to receive. And thus, in being able to receive, you also allow yourself the gift of embodiment. Each and every single moment becomes a gift. Each and every single moment becomes this holy moment, becomes sacred. And so with this, again, this is the filling of the cup. And when you bring this style of love with you into community, it becomes so incredibly powerful. Because again, you know, it is this idea of like you're filling yourself up, but you're filling yourself up so that you can serve. I mean, again, I'm here right now. Why am I here right now? There's multiple reasons why I'm here right now. I'm here to be able to build my Patreon and to be able to help bring together an awesome community and to be able to help get things ready for a baby that's on the way and to be able to help plant seeds that will inspire others to be able to do similar things and to shift their paradigms and to serve community and to be able to go out there and bring their magic into the world. It's all of that. It's all of that. And all of that encompasses this idea of like moving towards a higher purpose of just like listening to my own heart's calling of how that love wants to be expressed. And again, you know, like even for those of us who are kind of like in this entrepreneur, it's interesting because like this is something that I had to learn too. It becomes this balance of like balancing the security of how you share your love with the like the, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like the way that you share your love. So like having the security of being able to be mindful of how you carry your love, to not just totally always give your love in such a carefree way, that thus in turn it actually kind of like leaves you more wounded than what may have been necessary. So with this card, you know, it's also a reminder that you do want to be open, but you also want to be balanced. You want to, it's like, it's the chakras, man. It's very simply put, I'll explain it this just to clarify. With the chakras, with any of the chakras, what you want to do is you want to balance them. You want them to not necessarily be too open, nor do you want them to be too closed. You want them balanced. What does a fully too opened heart look like? And it's not to say that's a wrong thing. It's just there's a time and a place for it. Hey, Darren, thanks for joining in. We're doing a good card here. It's a 10 of Cups, all about like full embodiment of love. But again, I'll just say this because again, you know, like being the 10 of Cups, this idea of just like I'm gonna love everyone, I'm gonna love everything, like that's an ideal, that's a concept that's very, very noble, but it's not realistic. I'm gonna love everyone, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna give my love to everyone, I'm just gonna love as many people as I want, and eventually you're exhausted and maybe someone even takes advantage of your generosity. This literally happens. It's happened to me, it's happened to you, it's happened to a lot of us. So instead of just going out there, hey Demetria, where you're literally just like giving your love just like so like ubiquitously, instead what you want to be able to do is to hold your heart with as much love as you have for others, and to honor the nature of your heart, and to be able to say, you know what? My heart needs rest. My heart needs solitude. My heart needs security. My heart needs foundation, so that I can go out, share love, bring myself back, take care of myself, nurture myself with the little things in my life, and then to go out and share more love. To find a rhythm, to find a cycle. The love that you share needs to be like a breath. You are not literally here just to constantly be sharing as much love as you can out into the world. You share as much love as you can out into the world by balancing that through the process of sharing love externally and internally. And thus you create a regenerative model that allows you to perpetually share more love. So again, the super open heart, it happens. There's a time and a place for that. Like when you're in a safe space with someone who you dearly love, open your heart as wide as you want. But if you're just going about your every single day life, don't keep your heart like fully open all the time. Like it will exhaust you. But at the same time, don't keep your heart fully closed. So it's like it's the breath of the heart, because like when your heart is fully closed, you know, the heart chakra, which is again like this energy portal, what does a fully closed heart look like? Go ahead, leave some comments in the chat. Like I'm asking you guys, what does a much more closed heart look like? And then what does a balanced heart look like as well, right? So the balanced heart is what we're working towards, but without me having to tell you, I'm sure you can interpret it through this process of being able to think like, oh man, like I can actually identify parts within my reality where there have been periods where my heart has been really closed. And it actually takes time to be able to open it again. A closed heart is often a heart that has been hurt, that has been wounded, or has just been in an environment where it hasn't been nurtured to be open. You know, some people like, you know, using kind of like the stereotype of like some men growing up, They aren't conditioned to be able to tap into their emotions. They aren't conditioned to be able to express their feelings. They might not necessarily have had like anything like horribly happen to them, but then they get older and they're just like not really familiar with sharing their heart. And then thus in turn, it has to become something that is kind of nurtured, something that is supported. And I think there's a lot of people that just like, they've been in an environment that hasn't encouraged them to open their heart, and therefore they've survived by keeping their heart quite closed. And with that, you know, it's our ability to be able to open our heart to those who have their hearts closed that allows them to open their heart simply by being in a shared frequency. So when you go out there and you dance on the street and you share your art, and when you express kindness and generosity to others, when you share from your cup, the cup of tens, when you share from this altruistic, beautiful, loving space of service, you know, other people see that and they're like, whoa, like that makes me feel something really special. And it makes me curious and it makes me excited. I would see this all the time when I used to do free hugs. Like, I don't do free hugs quite as much as I used to. There's a time and a place for free hugs nowadays. Like, honestly, like me not going out and doing free hugs is like, it's just my intuition, man. Like, I'll know when the time is right for me to go out there and do free hugs. But right now, if I were to go out there and do free hugs, people would probably throw rocks at me. And that's just not something I'm into right now. So for me, I find creative ways to be able to bring my love out into this world through other ways. Me doing free hugs, again, I'll just finish that one concept, was such a powerful thing when I was doing it, because you would see people who would have these closed heart and they would see you and then they would like project a judgment at you, but then a day later they would come back, or maybe a week later, and they would see you again and they'd be like, hey, I saw you doing free hugs last week. And they're actually curious. You know, they would see it and be like, why was that person doing free hugs? Like, that's so weird. That's such a glitch in the matrix. But a part of me was curious. A part of me like almost admired that, but I couldn't acknowledge that I admired that because it was like so conflicting to my programming. But again, you know, I'll just say this and I'll get close to wrapping this up. For me, am I sad that I don't do free hugs quite as much as I used to? In a way, absolutely. It was a big part of my reality. It was such a exciting thing for me to do. It's not that I'll never do it again. It's just that there's a time and a place to it, and I'm listening to my intuition. However, me doing free hugs was just one medium. I was never just the free hugs guy. That was never just my gimmick. My thing is about being able to serve community and shift consciousness in whatever way it takes. So when free hugs suddenly didn't really become a common option, what did I do? I adapted and overcome, because love is flexible. Love is versatile. Love is something that can move like water, like the cup. And when you truly want to be able to share your love, you will find a way. There is a way for it. You'll find a way. So even though I might not be out there doing free hugs in the physical, I'm sharing that same energy right here and now. I'm giving you guys like lots of astral hugs. That's right, Jordan. I'm giving you guys like so much love just through the process of me just like sharing from my heart, because that's what the hug was. The hug was a symbol. The hug was a process of being able to invite people to be in that shared frequency. And that can be initiated through many means as well, right? So anyways, keywords here. If this resonates with you guys, is this hyping you up? For those of you here, is this like something where you guys are just like, whoa, like, thanks, Brendan, like, thanks for reminding me of my ability to be able to like bring more love into this world. And I, dude, like, that's what this community is about, man. Like, so again, like, for those of you who are just like feeling the resonance that we're putting out here, like, please, like, keep sticking around. And like, you have so much love to share too, and I am here to be able to help support you in sharing your magic and sharing your love. So if you guys want to check out the Patreon, go ahead and do that. Again, if we can get one new Patreon sign up today, that would be super awesome. I'm available to stay on air for maybe we'll see how much longer I'm able to stand on air for. But again, just wrapping up this card. Keywords: feelings of wholeness, all-encompassing love, expression of life-affirming feelings, oneness, abundance, harmony of the natural law, fulfillment, ability, reaching life goals, agreement, power of completion, unhindered flow of feelings, self-realization. This is a beautiful card. Like, this card, like, I feel I really resonate with this card, but I think, again, I feel like I really resonate with this card because we resonate with this card, because this card is like something that's like inside all of us, you know? Like that card is just a mirror to be able to like reflect back like the archetype of this type of love that we can build towards. And so it's something that, each and every single day, I think we nurture it. And we nurture it by being able to surround ourselves with others who are doing the same. And with this card, it really goes hand in hand with the previous card that we were talking about why are we here? We're here to be love, to literally be love. And by being love, again, being love is like this harmonious frequency that literally has the ability to transform the world. And I'll just say this, it's very, very important. Love is energy. Love is life. Love is everything. However, we use the term love to be able to refer to the state of energy when it is in a more obvious harmonious state. What we recognize as distortion and chaos technically is still the same energy. Technically, it's still love. We just don't call it love. We call it something else. It's like love when it's way over there. Oh, that's hate, that's distortion, that's chaos. However, when you think about it, you take like a mandala, you take like a symmetrical pattern, it's harmonic, harmonized, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then what happens is that when that frequency is changing, like a cymatic sport, some of you guys see my video, it goes, and then it goes, and it gets all distorted. It's like, it gets all crazy, right? But it hasn't changed what it is. It's just changed the way it presents itself. And then thus in turn, when it's all out of chaos, it's like some crazy blob monster. It's kind of scary, right? And then over time, when somebody else comes in with a frequency of love, it does this thing called co-regulation, which you can experience literally from person to person. When you hug someone, you can co-regulate with them, where the other frequency, it changes that. It changes the chaos into harmony. So when we begin to acknowledge this, it's like, dude, like it's all one thing. It's all one thing, just transforming through different states. And so when we begin to understand that, again, we begin to understand the importance of being able to really embody this frequency inside of ourselves. And that's what happens, like that's like the quote, like, like you can't push out hate with hate, only love, you can't push out darkness with more darkness, it's like, you have to transform it with love. And so again, with this card, this is like activating into our superpowers, man. Each and every single day. I wish there was like 1,000 people tuned into this broadcast right now, just so we could get a message like this out into the world, because people don't realize how powerful they are and what it means to really be able to carry with them the wholeness of this love. And it literally begins with an idea. Your ability to be able to activate into this love begins with a single idea. Like, you don't have to spend a week like waiting for this to happen. If you guys want, we can do a little meditation after this, and we can literally just like kind of like tapping into it, boom, like that. It's a choice, and that frequency is always available to you. And again, as you continue to become more familiar with it, it's something that you will naturally continue to embody and emanate, and the way that you spread it out into the world actually becomes like more prevalent and stronger. Your signal actually becomes more stronger. So if this card resonates with you, drop an 11 in the chat. Man, I went for a while on that. That was like a whole podcast there. But go ahead, leave a comment. How does this resonate with you? Drop an affirmation in the chat, and if you guys want to do a little meditation, go ahead and let me know. Sorry if I keep playing with my hair. It's just like ridiculous right now. It's at that point where it's just like it needs a haircut. So I don't know what to do with it. It just keeps floating around. But anyways, leave a little affirmation in the chat. How does this card resonate with you? I am, or we are affirmation. Thank you again to those of you tuning in on all platforms. At this point, what I'll do, just being mindful of my energy, we'll do another reading as we have another person sign up for the PayPal, the Patreon, or any purchases through the item shop. And then from there, we'll do some more readings. If there's no new signups or anything like that, then we'll get close to wrapping it up, because we've already been going for like an hour and a bit, and I do have some other stuff to do, but I'm totally down to do another reading. So again, if anybody wants to contribute, if anybody wants to join on the PayPal, go ahead and do that after the meditation, and it will just take a few minutes, and we'll have a little intermission there as well. So, and Eris, thank you again. Eris helped facilitate with that reading, so super appreciate it. All right, team, let's do a quick little meditation. Appreciate everybody being here and adding that energy. Anything I just said, again, there's only so many of us tuned in right now. Whatever I said, whatever resonates with you, like, carry it with you. Like, there's only so many people tuned in, but each of us goes and we connect with other people. Ripple effect, right? So, all right, let's do a quick little meditation here. You guys are awesome. Affirmation. I I am continuing to embody the wholeness of my love. I see others as a reflection of myself, and I bring forth more harmony into this world. So, yeah, and the balancing of the heart, that's a, I hope that was something where for you guys, you're like, oh, that actually helps me understand something a bit more. So, cool. All right, team, let's keep things going. Okay, so let's do a quick little meditation. And then from there, like I said, we'll keep the readings going as we have new signups on PayPal or Patreon. So for everybody here, feel free to just join us for the meditation real quick. So, all right. So it's just gonna be a little meditation, just kind of like drop into this like heart frequency. So go ahead and get yourself nice and comfortable. And okay, all right. So for everybody here, TikTok, Instagram, we're just going to do a quick little meditation. I'm just going to kind of like listen to my own heart and just guide us through this. When you're ready, go ahead and gently close your eyes. For everybody here, just allow yourself to connect with your breath. Soft, gentle inhales. Soft, gentle exhales. And as you breathe here, just allow yourself to just be in this heart space. And so within this meditation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to encourage us to focus using our imagination. We're going to try something special here. And imagine yourself in a very heavenly place, whatever that space looks like for you. A space that just allows you to fully relax into this present moment. That feels new and exciting, yet also familiar and like home. And so within this space, as we stand here, we begin to feel a presence. And we find ourselves now in a circle surrounded by 10 beings of light. 10 beings who embody the wholeness of the love that we've spoken about. You can think of them as 10 guardians, 10 angels, 10 star leaders, 10 ancients, 10 ancestors, a mix of both, whatever the case may be. And in this moment, they simply instruct you to simply just sit here in the middle of this circle. And as they sit here, imagine and feel in this moment through the wisdom and the clarity of your heart, you can feel each of them chiming, like hitting a tuning fork and releasing a frequency like a ripple. And you sit at the center of this ripple, the center of this mandala. So you can imagine like each one just kind of bringing in a gentle tone, and we can do some tones with them. Gentle tones from the heart, so you can just kind of like hear them and just feel it through your heart space, and basically just imagine yourself in this like sound bath. And in this moment, allow yourself to intuitively do any toning of your own, any mantras, any noise that is coming through you. And it doesn't even have to be vocally expressed. It can literally just be a hum, and it doesn't even have to be something that you do physically. It can even just be in your mind. And just allow yourself in this moment to just be in the presence of this vibration. And you can visualize almost from a top-down view the frequencies they're sending out, creating this beautiful pattern of harmony in the center of this circle with you right in the middle. And as these frequencies just allow you to co-regulate to them, you can gently straighten up your spine, open your chest, relax your face, put your palm up wherever you feel called, or gently on your heart. And just stay here just for a few moments and just focus on what this feeling feels like, what this feeling of like whole love feels like. You can almost like feel from their perspective, their love for this space, for all the earthlings, for you, directly to you, and just allowing yourself to be open to any wisdom that comes through the heart from these 10 beings, these guardians, these ancestors, whoever they are to you. So just remain here in your own silence for the next few moments, and then we'll gently come back and conclude this meditation. Feeling yourself just matching the frequency that they are surrounding you with, as it just soothes your being and activates something within your heart that has always been there, nurtures the seed of your inner harmony. Continue here for the next few moments. As you breathe here, imagine your aura just being filled with this like beautiful purple golden light. We'll just take a few moments here as their love just fills your cup. And allow yourself, even if you feel like singing right now, gentle humming, whatever speaks through you, allow yourself to honor it. Even if you feel any sort of light language coming through, just take a few moments here, just tapping into this wisdom within the heart and this immense love that you have for all beings. Allow yourself to straighten up your spine. Feeling this like beautiful purple golden energy around you. And beyond this meditation, anytime you think of purple and of gold, you'll remember this moment. You'll remember this harmony that you carry with you. And you'll be able to just clearly see it, clearly visualize it, clearly embody it, and allow yourself to carry it with you, to think of this space, to return back to this space whenever you feel like you need to clear your energy field, you need to power back up, realign back into harmony. This is a space for you, your own personal like sound bath with your guardians. And so from this moment forward, for today and the days to follow, may you carry with you just this vibrant, beautiful frequency that comes with the choice to choose to carry it, to embody it, to nurture it, to awaken it, to share it. And may you move through your days with further inspiration, with grace, with deep, deep compassion for all beings, including yourself, carried within your heart like a warm hug. Take a couple more breaths here. Deep inhale. Exhale, a bit of a sigh. Another one of those. Inhale. Thanking your guardians. They gently nod to you. You can allow yourself to return back here at any moment in your dreams, in your meditations, your daydreams, your imagination. Allow yourself to take one more moment here. How do you feel? In 1 or 2 words, how do you feel right now? Beautiful. When you're ready, with gratitude in your heart, gently bring awareness back to your physical body. Slowly, at your own pace, you can gently open your eyes, wheel your toes, and gently return your awareness to the space around you. Beautiful. Welcome back, everybody. Take a few moments here. You guys are welcome to share how you're feeling. Like I said, in 1 or 2 words, how you guys feeling right now? How was that? Any gratitude? How's the visualization on that? Yeah, we'll just take a few moments here to hang out. Thank you again to those of you on TikTok and on YouTube and on Twitch and on Instagram as well. It's beautiful. That was a good one. I feel like I might have to almost like do that meditation again for maybe some special broadcast or something like that. It was powerful. Cool. Awesome. Eris says the words that came to me were relaxed and power. Very cool. Very cool. Beautiful. Awesome. Well, thank you again, everyone, so much for being a part of this broadcast, for hanging out with us today. Again, at this point, we'll just kind of slowly transition our way and ooh, interesting. Relax and power. Very cool. Awesome. Jason, thank you, brother. I'm glad you're able to tune in for that. Yeah, I was curious. I'm like, who's tuned in right now? Like, who's enjoying this meditation right now? It's cool. So thank you again, everyone. Cool. All right. Well, team, this broadcast has been going for about 90 minutes. So what we'll do here, we'll decide to go into another reading as we do have any new signups on PayPal, Patreon, or any contributions on the store. So if anybody would like to be able to do either of those, please feel free to do that in the next little bit, and we'd be more than happy to be able to do an on-air reading for you. And yeah, with that said, we'll just kind of like hang out here. And thank you guys again so much. For those of you on Twitch, on TikTok, on Instagram, again, if you guys are looking to connect further with our community, be sure to check out our Discord server. And again, you can also check out the Patreon, and that's the Patreon membership. And I'll plug the Patreon membership as we go. And yeah, did you guys see my post for the shift button giveaways? So if you guys want to like get the shift button kit that I showed in the video, go leave a comment on that video and tag some people that you think would appreciate it, and tag it in like separate comments and stuff too. So Tanya says, feeling grateful, surrounded by love. Beautiful, Tanya. Thank you so much. So cool. Awesome, team. All right. Yeah, that was good. That was fun. I love doing meditation. Again, my schedule is just kind of a little bit different these days. Normally, I was doing meditations like every single day for quite a while. But I love being able to just incorporate them even into the tarot broadcast when it's relative. So cool. All right. Again, for those of you tuned in right now, you guys are super appreciated. If you guys do want to be able to continue to fuel this broadcast, feel free to check out the PayPal, Patreon, or item shop, and we'll hang out here for the next little bit. And if anybody wants to be able to contribute in any of those forms, then we will do some more readings on air. So I don't make stickers. Well, actually, no, that's not true. There are stickers through the item shop, but I don't make them. There's really cool stickers though, actually. Jason, if you go to the item shop, like it links you to the third-party website, so like the discount doesn't apply there. It's through Redbubble. But I made these where there's like a bunch of stickers, and they're like the ask me about stickers. So it's like, ask me about sacred geometry, ask me about astral projection. You can like slap them on water bottles and laptops, or just like anywhere. Those are pretty cool. So Jason, if you're looking for some stickers, those are on the shop there as well. And if you do order anything from that, Jason, I can just always put in like extra shift buttons into your kit as well, since I can't do the discounts through that shop. But man, I haven't even bought those stickers for myself. Like I made them, but I haven't even got them for myself. I feel I should. So there's a bunch of cool stickers there. So, and there's some like stickers of the Paradigm Shift sigil, I think those are still there. So cool. Jessica, thank you as well. So beautiful, awesome, and thank you again to those of you on all platforms. So cool. Awesome. All right, team. Like I said, we'll hang out here for a little bit longer. If anybody would like to be able to contribute on PayPal or Patreon to fuel the broadcast, go ahead and click the link in my profile for those of you on TikTok and Instagram, and you guys can find the Patreon, the PayPal link there as well. And again, if you would like to be able to sign up onto the Patreon, I would definitely encourage you to check that out. I feel like most of the people tuned in right now are already our Patreon members, so I mean, you guys already know what's up. Again, if you guys want to upgrade your Patreon, that's always an option as well. And again, with that, you guys can get the additional one-on-one sessions with me and the Light Guardian crystals there as well. And Jason, thank you again for your recent orders as well for the additional items there. So cool. And yeah, I'll be making some more Light Guardian crystals next week. I'll be making those, as well as some new shift buttons. Like the shift button parts came in the mail yesterday, so 2 days ago. So I was making some new shift buttons there, hence the giveaway as well. So I'm still looking for more people to comment on the giveaway. So if you guys are able to do that, feel free to comment. Not many people have like commented on it yet, so I'd love to be able to. It's kind of a test run right now, but whoever comments on that is basically entered into the giveaway. And basically just like tag some friends there. So cool. Awesome. If anybody would like to be able to receive an additional on-air reading, keep the broadcast going, and again, through PayPal upgrade, Patreon upgrade, or item shop, do me a favor, just drop a 555 in the chat and I'll know, and then we can just kind of give it another opportunity here to just kind of hang out for a little bit longer. Yo, Felicia, yo, what's up? Welcome back. Can you guys hear me on Instagram? Can you guys drop an 1111 in the chat? Sometimes my Instagram audio just like cuts out. I don't know what's up with that. If you guys can hear me in the chat, feel free to let me know. Felicia, we did just do a couple of really awesome readings. We actually just did that was a really cool meditation actually. And we're just at the point where, again, we're going to either keep the broadcast going a little bit longer or we'll wrap it up. So either or, totally cool. There's a lot of awesome stuff happening in the community. And yeah, a reminder for members, we do have our Conscious Creator Dojo tonight. The link for that is already sent out through the Patreon, so you guys got the link for that for the Zoom. And yeah, I'm going to be doing that with like a presentation about learning Patreon and Discord. So not for everyone, but for those of you who are interested, that is there for you. And yes, so oh, Felicia, you made it during lunch. Welcome, man. Felicia, oh man, Felicia, go back and watch like the last 2 hours. It was good though. It was a good one. So. Is my Instagram audio working? I don't know if it is. Cool. All right. Oh, man, that fan's chilly. Man, I got to get some lunch soon, too. All right, team. You guys let me know if you guys would like to do some more readings. You guys know how to make it work. And I appreciate everybody, again, joining in. I appreciate your support in all forms. And we'll keep an eye open for any contributions on PayPal or Patreon, or any upgrades there, or any purchases through the item shop. And yes. No, Felicia, you were on Instagram and then you joined in on here. Wasn't that you? Yes. Yes? Like, isn't that what happened? You like joined in on Instagram and then you joined here? Pretty sure that's what happened. So, so yes, I was referring to you, Felicia. So. Okie dokie. All right, team. Well... I got my Zelda music in the background, so cool. All right, team. Again, we got 8 people tuned in right now. I appreciate all you guys. I assume most of you are Patreon supporters. However, again, if anybody wants to be able to join in on the Patreon, feel free to do that. If we can get one new Patreon sign up today, that'd be dope. We're currently at 117 and working towards 122. And yeah, thank you again to the Patreon supporters. And again, reminder to, if you guys are new to the Patreon and you haven't gotten set up on the Discord yet, just send me a direct message and we'll make sure we get set up. Sometimes I get a little bit behind on that. There's a lot of moving pieces happening, but we have been doing some upgrades in the Discord, so I'll make sure that we get you synced up and everything there. And then if you guys got your own content and your own events and everything, then yeah, you're more than welcome to be able to help promote it through the space as well. Welcome to those of you tuned in on TikTok. We're just kind of in an intermission phase, just seeing whether or not we're getting into another reading. And again, if anyone would like to be able to receive an on-air reading, you guys can contribute on PayPal or Patreon. And yeah, we'll hang out here just for a little bit longer. So, my coworker walked up to me and told me about a super cool dream show. Oh, that's cool. Nice. The synchronicities are happening at Felicia's work. That's cool. I imagine, Felicia, you must be like, if someone has a cool dream, they're like, oh, I gotta tell Felicia about this. She'll understand. So, super cool. All right, team. I'm feeling like it's probably going to be wrapping up the broadcast in the next couple minutes. So last call on anybody, if you guys would like to, again, either order some shift buttons or, again, upgrade the Patreon or contribute on PayPal. And thank you again. Kristen contributed on PayPal today. And yeah, I know some of you, if you guys are interested in ordering from the shop at some point, totally cool as well. And again, if you guys can comment on my Instagram and TikTok, like tag some friends and try to create some momentum for the giveaway there. So Jason, if you want to tag some friends there, again, just tag them in individual posts. That'd be super appreciated. Because again, that like helps with the giveaway, and it maybe your friends will see it and be like, oh, actually, you know what? These are pretty cool. Maybe I just want to order some myself. So that's awesome, Felicia. I'm proud of you, Felicia. I would hope all of us shifters would be the person at work that people go to and talk to when they have a crazy dream. True that. I know Lacey is. I know, like, literally, like, yeah, Lacey is like the go-to person to talk about dreams at her work as well. All sorts of crazy stuff. So reminder for members, we do have our dream class coming up this Saturday. Lacey and I are hosting that 11 a.m. EDT. So if you guys are around for that, members, Patreon members, be sure to join in, and recording will be online afterwards as well. So cool. All right, team, last call for anybody who would like to be able to contribute, either, again, item purchase, PayPal, or Patreon. And we'll, yeah, more than happy to be able to do another reading. And otherwise, we'll also be back here again on tomorrow morning as well. So some days we have new signups, some days we don't. That's totally cool. It's all the bigger picture. So literally, when the lights flicker, anything in particular weird happens, either, and people point right at me, it's like the lights flicker, everyone just looks at Felicia. It's like, what? I'm just sitting there. Like, that's funny. Can relate. Jason, the post on my Instagram is the most recent post, so you guys should see it there. It doesn't even like, see, man, I don't know, like, Instagram's weird. Algorithms are weird, man. Like, you'd think a giveaway post would like be like something more people would be like, oh, sweet, but like it literally has like 0 engagement. So I don't know what's up with that. I think it's because like if you like mention items or giveaways, it must like pick up on words or something. So I'm doing it as a bit of an experiment. So we'll see. So cool. Hey, Akashic Readings and Healings. Awesome. Beautiful name. All right, team. So again, for those of you who may be new, if you guys are looking to connect with our community of conscious media creators, then definitely feel free to either send me a direct message, check out our Patreon where you can join with our membership. We do have our dream discussion circle coming up this Saturday for members. And again, Lacey and I are hosting that. And again, the membership, it's $11. Think of it as like an investment of yourself. And it's also a place where you can get access to me for conscious media creation coaching, promote your content within the community, promote your events, promote your services, lots and lots of cool stuff. So cool. All right, team, I think we're ready to wrap this up. And yeah, you guys know where to find me. So we'll conclude it here. And I'm going to go get some lunch, and then I'm going to do some more work today. And then I'll be around later tonight for the dojo session, for those of you who are joining in for that. And no worries if you guys aren't around for that. Like, it'll be recorded. Like, even if no one shows up for that, I'm still going to do a presentation. So it's all good. So, all right, team. This has been another exciting Inspirational Team Tarot Reading broadcast. I love you guys so much. Please feel free to invite people who you think would resonate with this community to check out our Discord or our Patreon. And yeah, if you guys want to order any items from the shop, you guys are welcome to do so. And you guys also got the discount code to be able to get 25% off there for the Patreon supporters. So cool. All right, if you guys need anything, send me a direct message anytime. I appreciate you guys being here. Keep embodying that love, keep embodying that harmony, and have a beautiful rest of your day. So I'll be back here again at 11 a.m. EDT tomorrow, give or take. So all right, talk to you guys later. Much love. Have a great day.